The Stack. People, Business, Technology. With Dan Tomaszewski of Everything MSP.
Hey everybody, Dan Tomaszewski here with Everything MSP. Welcome to another episode of The Stack, where we focus on people, business, and technology. I am extremely excited to have Mr. Dan Wensley, the man here, who is now the CEO of GTIA, formerly CompTIA, and we are live at ChannelCon 2025 in Nashville. How are you doing today, my friend?
100th day on the job here. So excited to be here at ChannelCon and with GTIA, and we're having a good event.
It is an awesome event. The fresh branding, the excitement about where GTIA is going. Everybody that I've spoken to is just seeing just this new level of energy, and that's exciting.
Yeah, that's really what we wanted to focus on. Coming into the first ChannelCon hosted by GTIA is really create that momentum that this membership wants, desires, and they fueled it. And thank you to the members for doing, for supporting us and supporting this community and our association.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the initiatives that you're focused on, because, you guys do so much amazing things in the community, so many things that help MSPs and IT service providers. But, a lot of it is, circles around so many different aspects. But let's talk about one initiative that you want to highlight.
Yeah, so we've really defined 4 pillars of where we're going to set the foundational advancement for GTIA, and it's going to be around people, it's going to be around resources, it's going to be around this community, the conversation of the people inside the community, leveraging the resources, and advancement for the individuals, members, their businesses, and their customers. But one of the areas that you and I have talked about is an initiative to bring more youth, new channel members into GTIA. Typically, to get to go to an event, you be of a certain stature inside a business or an owner or a certain level, but there's a lot of youth coming into this industry, and we want to find a way to get them involved and make sure that they understand this great community that they're involved in and get them to some of these events like ChannelCon.
Absolutely. And I mean, let's face it, we are maturing. Is I think a polite way of saying we're getting older.
Yes.
The youth, the next generation is where it's at, right?
Yeah. So you and I both share this in common. We both have kids who have followed us into this great industry.
Right.
My son, first exposure really to my 30-year career was an ASCII event in Miami. We were taking him on a cruise for his 16th birthday and flew him down to Miami. He really felt the vibe and got the sense of what his dad did for a living back then. He's now 26 years old, so a decade later, and he chose to come into the channel and chose to, he sells a few $100 million of software for a great reseller in Canada, and is loving it and doing and excelling. And your son is he's here and he's doing great things.
Yeah, I mean, super proud dad moment yesterday. So as I reflect, his first IT conference, and actually I'll back up a little bit more before that. My kids grew up seeing me as an MSP. They see what I do, and he's always said, Dad, you go to these conferences. What is it all about? When are you going to take me to a conference? And so he had his chance in 2016, 12 years old. His first event was ChannelCon, and it was in Hollywood, Florida. And it was amazing because he got a taste of what it's all about. And I think that really, helped him to, get that inspiration of where he's going to go and what he wants to do. And then fast forward to yesterday, he moderated a panel.
Isn't that great?
And I mean, I had a tear in my eye. It was amazing.
No, and I love that type of story. And there's a lot of us who now have kids who've come into the market and into this industry. So we're going to look for a way to get not only our own kids who've come into this great industry, but expand it. There are so many youth who could be exposed to some pretty great things. We put on a good show. We've got some great entertainment, obviously great content. And when I came in and became a member of this association over 20 plus years ago, I was almost young then too.
Yeah.
And what it's done for my career, my relationships, the businesses that I've operated is immeasurable. And we've got to expose more folks to that. So we're excited about ways to do that. And if you and I can spread the word, let's do it.
You know, and so yesterday also the mentoring, there were several kids that were here. They were part of the mentoring program. And I got a chance to talk to them. And what was cool is just listening. You know, some, you know, were like, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm not sure where I want to go. Others are like, you know what? Technology is really what my passion is. And I want to take that and I want to use that. And because, you know, we all want to make money, but we have to have that in our heart and that passion. And being exposed to these type of opportunities is what helps them.
How are you going to determine whether you like it or don't like it if you're not exposed to it? So giving them that opportunity to do that, I think it'd be, powerful for all of them. So we're excited.
Absolutely. Any other thoughts as far as we continue to take a look to our next generation of coming in? You know, any other thoughts as far as what we need to do, how we need to be able to, you know, allow them to see the great opportunities that there are in the IT channel?
I think exposure and focusing on their journey. They're coming in at a very different time in the evolution of the technology industry than you and I did. So they not only have a lot to gain from the experiences we've had, but frankly, we have a lot to gain from them. And to have their voice as a part of the community and the association and the membership will be vital for the future. And, you know, we're in this incredible position here at GTIA with the endowment that it will go on long after we're out of the channel. And these will be the folks sitting in these chairs. So let's get them in now and get them exposure, and let's benefit from their insight on where we're headed and why.
Absolutely. So as we wrap things up, what's one thing that's really jumped out at you at the event so far this week?
The excitement around this association on behalf of the members. The members have seized the opportunity, as we have, to reimagine what we can do, advance what we can do, grow what GTIA is for the channel, for the MSP community, for the vendor community, whether it's the conversation around AI, continues around cybersecurity, but the value of this association as the only nonprofit in the space is unique, and everybody's excited for what we're going to do.
Excellent. Dan, I want to thank you so much for your time. It's always awesome.
Thank you.
For everybody out there, until next time, we'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Cheers.
Thank you for listening to The Stack.